So if you watched my videos a few weeks ago, I designed this and I actually have magnets in there now, so it stays. It's pretty good. I've switched the Allen wrenches to all silver, but the middle one, I decided to get this Allen wrench because I use this the most and I kind of want like some torque or, kind of easy to grab. And this is the previous one. But what I'm designing is, which is over here, which you can hear. There's been some instances, it literally has happened like 30 minutes ago. I'm standing on over here, right? Doing my stuff. And I grab like my screwdriver. And unless I go straight up, which, not a lot of people will do, then it will be perfectly. Like, it will not fall, anything like that. But then we kind of grab it at an angle, right? So you grab it at an angle, it kind of pushes just a little bit, and then you can end up flinging all this out here. And I'll just do it to kind of show you guys, like, see. So, I'm glad I thought of the design to hook it, because definitely it will fall all the time if I just did a magnet style. But since that happened, since it's been falling on me a few times, I decided to design something at the bottom here to kind of go under it and kind of lip up a little bit too, just so, like, when it does happen, it'll just maybe go back down, and that will kind of alleviate the issue. I was gonna design a whole new thing, but then I was like, man, that's a whole new design. I already super glued my magnets in, and that's gonna be a lot of work. So I was like, let me just super glue a new design in there. So that's what I'm printing now, and I think this will work. Like, it's not a pretty print or anything like that, but it doesn't need to be. So yeah, that's the idea so far. You make it, you learn from it, right? That's how it works. That's basic engineering, I guess. So I have two rigs set up here. I'm setting up because we have a meeting later this week. I kind of want to do it now because we're iced in. You probably can't see it from here, but the roads are icy and stuff because it rained last night / snow. Barely snow, it probably just rained instead, and it's freezing weather, so it got icy. So I'm just kind of doing some stuff to kind of preempt the meeting, so I can kind of show them the setups that they can potentially use. They're gonna rent my gear. They might use my FX30, I don't know. But yeah, this is kind of like it's been pretty popular right now. The design from they used the gimbal set for the movie The Creator, and I kind of did a makeshift one with all the parts I had, all that stuff. And I've done it a few times, like I've set up a few times already, like a few weeks ago, but then there's been some changes I made, and stuff like that. The handle is going to be different. I'm able to like utilize that handle still, so I'm going to switch that handle out, left or right, doesn't matter, whoever is what dominant. You won't be able to control the FX30 with the handle, but you'll be able to control the gimbal at least, like left, right. And if they want to do this style, I just kind of want to show them how it is, the setup. I think the camera operator is going to be here too. I think it's the same guy that came up the feature film that we did, so he knows how the camera works, all that stuff, so that's good. And then this is just simple, like I had a little small rig design here. I just kind of want to show them the setup here, where you can take this off and out, just grabbing it and moving it somewhere. Moving it, if you want the shoulder rig, then just put on the shoulder rig, stuff like that. In this case, the shoulder rig has kind of become the gimbal setup, but I do have a quick release plate here, so we can just. The thing is, like this here, I don't like it. Maybe I should just put this back here. And then that might be what I do. I don't know. I'll talk to the camera operator, see what they want to do. Because this could probably be the counterweight instead of the actual counterweight. Although up here it's pretty heavy. So I feel like you need both of these counterweights here. So, you know, that's how it is. But I'm just setting this up. And hopefully, because I don't want to like be on set and set everything up. Like they're renting my gear and I want them to just rent it. I don't want to be the one in charge of the tech stuff like I was in the previous film. Worked on my friend. I mean, we had gaffers and stuff, but like our AC didn't show up, so I had to pull focus basically all the time, every day. And then, you know, I had to set up the cameras. I had helped the camera guy set up because there was no AC, obviously. I was also helping gaffing, and I was also in charge of the tech stuff, right? So like my buddy's running the sound, which he knows my stuff, you know, full confidence. But like I would switch batteries with him if he needs to switch. But that's just like the maximum I think we did, just switching batteries. So I kind of want to be on set, just kind of just chill. And if they have a question, they can ask me, and I can help them out and guide them, because it's all my gear basically. So that's what I'm gonna do, and just maybe run BTS. You know, I don't want to do a lot of stuff because last time it just wore me out like crazy. All right, so this is the print up here. This is the second design because the first design, it's right here. If you look closely, if we can focus properly, one side is a little bit lower than the other, and I thought that would be enough to kind of work fine, right? Kind of seamlessly. But when I try to like actually put it in, I can't. So like it will stop, you know, somewhere here because it's not low enough. Because the lip that goes in here is too deep and stuff. So I need to like design a little bit wider so I can go in a little bit easier. And it's just a basic U, that's all it is. With some extra space here to super glue it. I have gloves on because it's still super glued and drying. But I'm gonna go ahead and put it on right now. I already did this. I already did this one. But I need to kind of commit it. It's still kind of hard. And I think once I put it on, I probably can't take it off. I don't know, that's just hard to do. But it seems to work. Super glue's not super dry yet, so I'm not gonna fully test it to like its potential. But I think it will work. It's not like I pull out something super heavy and super big and fast anyway. So we're gonna let that dry, and then I think that's it. So I showed these rigs earlier, but they weren't fully set up because I needed specifically these type of mount batteries. I need to be able to but run USB-C power to the camera, and then also run DC power through the D-tap here for the monitor. And we have it set up where you can just connect the transmitter right to the actual monitor, and it makes life easy. Just run an HDMI out into that, and then it'll send to the receiver. Same thing over here. This is the exact same monitor, same type of setup. It's the HoloLens 300 instead. This is the 400. So it's the same situation here. We're running HDMI out into here, which the cable might not be long enough. I have a longer cable to set that up. We needed a battery to power up the wireless follow focus here, and then cable just powers straight from the V-mount here for the monitor. And this isn't balanced. The thing about this setup is you have to balance it like on the actual battery unit because this is, you know, it balances with this standing up like so, instead of like the way it is here. So like when it's locked mode, it will look more like that, and that's weird. So like when storing it, it's gonna be like stored like this the whole time. So I just put like that just so we kind of have a reference of how it's supposed to look. But shoulder rig, you know, with the counterweights, all that good jazz. And then this is Magic Arm that's holding the monitor. So we'll be showcasing that at the meeting to see if they want that type of setup. If they don't, we got the traditional one, or we got my tilt dual handle thing here. I've set this up so it can go underslung. So kind of like the traditional OG Ronin M. There's some disadvantage with that because you can't set it down, you know, and I've set it up so I use the Easy Rig up here, so I can put a top handle on. I have a NATO rail right here, and this is a very specific NATO rail. This is RE Rosette, but this isn't 3/8 thread. This is 1/4-20 RE Rosette, and I scoured the internet for this. I think I was like the first person to buy it. I don't know, probably not, but no one reviewed it. And I think it's from Nitsy. They reached out to me. They're like, "What'd you use it for? You know, want to show us a picture? You know?" And so I was like, "Yeah, I use it for this, blah blah blah, all that stuff." I also think about this is you have to do more rigging. This is a V-mount plate here, so there's like 2 V-mounts on this battery also, or I mean this gimbal setup. So there's that. So if they want to do that, we can do that. I think the camera operator is the same camera operator from last time. I think I mentioned that already. But so he'll kind of know if he wants what. But he hasn't seen this setup yet or tried it. So I think eventually I'll balance the gimbal, and then when they get here, we can actually have a test on it. I'll show hopefully I can calibrate the motor there for the wireless follow focus, and we should be good. But yeah, this is a simple one, obviously, like it's real simple, but the ecosystem here I have is from SmallRig. I have another one up here because I buy stuff for no reason. But this is designed so you can put a V-mount battery on, but the V-mount is not a powered type unit. Right here is Arca Swiss, so you can just slice. I can use my EOS R probably. Oh no, I can't. But you can slide through here if you have a cage. I think SmallRig Arca Swiss. This is SmallRig, but the ends here don't allow you to slide. The ends here on my R5C cage allows. Same thing for the FX30 small cage. You kind of, I don't know, I'm mistaken. Here it is. And it's on the gimbal. Yeah. So this is, I put this seems redundant, but this is Arca Swiss also, but then you have to have like a higher level up plate, and it seems stupid. I don't really like this too much because, you know, there's no stopping mechanism. If you're using this to mount on that, the reason I put that on there is because since this is also Arca Swiss, you can actually put it on here, but it can slide back and forth. There's no like locking mechanism in the bottom, a pin that will stop it, you know. But it's been safe so far. I've been using it, so it's been fine. Then I put a plate on the bottom here so I can just put on my tripods or, you know, quick release, all that stuff. That's the ecosystem I've set up, and I really like it so far. I don't use it too much on weddings. The only ecosystem there is the tripod and the monopod, which I put this ball head on the monopod. But the tripod up here, I have the Benro one that I use for just, you know, for the ceremony part. But yeah, this video is kind of random. Kind of me rigging stuff out. I like to rig cameras and build cameras all the time. All that stuff. So I tend to waste a lot of time doing that, but like it's enjoyable and it kind of makes you learn. Earlier, I should record it, but I set up the R5C for a vertical system, and it required like some creativity for that, because it was completely set up differently. You know, the cage is designed so it can just be set up for horizontal shooting. But then I had to like make sure things worked. So I had to put the plate on this side, and then my top handle is on over here. Do the NATO, and then I have a side handle there, and then on the bottom I put NATO rail on the bottom so I can put the monitor on I still have the pictures. I can just show it to you guys. But that is it. That's for this week's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I need to design a new thing, not a new thing, but I need to modify the UltraSync 1 case because the buyer who bought it, he like suggested I do RE pins on it, and I was like, that's a great idea. So I'm gonna try to design something like that and implement it into the design. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time.